I'm jumping into wild Dax this summer, you know?
Nips out for the boys.
Yeah.
Nips out for the blondes.
Nips
out for the blondes. Nips out for the blondes.
It looks really good.
Thanks.
I think when you should cut your hair a little bit where it's
I know.
on the sides.
I'm
Just
actually
trim
going to
the
grow
sides.
it out.
Not the sides.
Yeah, I'm going to grow it out so
Why?
it's kind of like longish.
No.
Yeah.
No.
I want to be the long blonde.
No, you have pictures like that. No.
No, it's not going to be
Do
shoulder
not
length,
grow.
but it's going to be like back. I've already decided. I've already let it go this long. I would have got a cut already if I wasn't going.
No, but the top length is great, and you have volume.
But I like this.
You know what? Can I tell you what you would look really cute in?
A mullet. I've had a mullet before.
Have you seen
Have I-
seen Creighton's mullet?
No.
It looks really good.
Have I shown you pictures of me in my mullet?
I think you should.
Dude, my mullet rocked. I loved my mullet.
Why don't you try that? I'd rather you do that than
I could easily do a mullet right now. I just shaved the sides.
That's literally what I'm saying to you.
Okay.
Shave the side. Oh my god.
Do you want me to go mullet before?
What do you think? What do you think, Elizabeth?
I'm not a fan of mullets.
I think they're sexy.
I love.
I want David to do a mullet too, and he won't.
I did the full mullet mustache combo. I had mullet and I had big old mustache over the lips. It was.
Well, don't do the mustache.
It was feisty.
Do not do the mustache.
I'll do what I want. I might do mutton chops.
Absolutely. I will not speak to you. The podcast is it. We're done.
I'll do a mullet if Elizabeth does a mullet.
No, I don't want. How can you show me Can you show me a picture?
I would show you a picture, but both my phones are recording us right now.
Can you Google it on your computer?
I don't know if I have any pics of me.
No, I don't. I want it what's an inspiration pic? Because right now I've seen you with long hair and it's not cute. Can I ask you which hair did you get laid the most with? Your long hair or your short hair?
When I was, I don't know if I want to go into too much detail.
No, that's what we want.
Long hair, lots of facial hair.
That's why
I don't even.
Long hair, facial hair is when you got laid the most?
Oh yeah, by a country mile.
Were they Australian or American girls?
Neither. I was traveling.
Oh.
That's too much detail.
Oh my god.
Something kind of like this, but that's even a little longer than I want it.
Oh, so like David's.
I like this. Imagine me with that all blonde. Elizabeth? That's the style I want. It's not long, but it's longer.
Okay, I guess I can handle
And I'm so close to that.
He lives in this world that I sometimes don't.
Do you know?
But you know what's beautiful about it? I thought about it in the car. Your optimism is really beautiful.
Thank you.
And then I bring it down a little bit.
Look, I think my optimism. I think I just am more optimistic than most people I know. Like when I was going through hell last year, I still had a pretty good attitude most of the year.
Yeah, no. I think we both have. I think optimism is the way to live. Let's be real. I think that's why I moved from Kansas to New York. I think that that's why we tried this live event. That's why we're always let's just try it.
Let's just do this.
At the end of the day, optimism is going to lead you to something, to the people you need to know. I'm always blind optimism is the way to. You are reminding me to continue to be more blind in my optimism. But your hair is not close to that length.
Well,
That's just a fact.
That's not even optimism. I don't know what you're seeing in the mirror.
I want false positivity from both of you right now. Be like, yeah, Hayden, you're almost there.
No, you're close to this one right here. That's the one you're at right now. That's what I want you to have.
This conversation is creepily aligned with what we're going to talk about very soon. So let's just kind of bottle this for a second.
Take your type A out of it and just enjoy the conversation about you for once.
That makes me uncomfortable. I don't like talking about myself.
I know, but that just let yourself be able to talk about yourself.
Okay, what do you want to know? Talking about myself scares me.
I told you we were literally just talking about you and you tried to change the subject.
Well, only because I know we have to get into the intro and I'm type A as shit right now.
I know. Go into your intro.
G'day guys, welcome to Blondies Out Loud. It's your two best buds and Elizabeth with your podcast of the week. We hope you guys are enjoying it. We have great games. We have incredible guests. Elizabeth's featuring again today. You're welcome. And absolutely no politics because
We're allergic.
damn right we are. Blonde in color,
Blonde in nature.
let's do this thing. Woo! Welcome back, everybody. It's been a great week. We've had an excellent week. I like your hat, Daxton.
I finally got the black one. It's so sexy.
The blackout blonde is sexy AF.
It's so...
He likey a lot.
You know how sexy I feel? I'm not even trying to sell you this hat because...
But if you want to buy it, we have merch on our page available.
you can buy it on the merch.
Yeah.
The if you're feeling an urge for merch.
Screw it. Link in bio. Whatever. Link below.
But like, I feel really sexy in the black one.
Yeah, you
The
do
blue
look
one,
really-
I feel silly and like goofy because it's loud.
The blue one is out loud. The blackout is very like
I could wear this to a
decorous.
bar and people are like, what's going on? Blondie? What's that about?
Yeah.
And I'm like, go to the bathroom.
Whoa.
Too much? Was that too much?
That was a little too much for me. This is...
I don't know. I don't even know why I said that.
You're feeling extra sexy, I can tell.
It's summertime.
You're also wearing a see-through shirt.
Summertime.
You were worried about my nipples last episode.
Yeah,
I'm worried about your nips this episode.
You showed your nipples last episode, so I was like, well, I'm gonna wear a see-through shirt, and it's summertime, and it's hot, and you know, I'm jumping into wild ducks this summer. You know,
Nips out for the boys.
Yeah.
Nips out for the blondes.
nips
out for the blondes. Nips out for the blondes. We get to...
No, that is
Oh,
terrible,
no. Guys, we had to play a great game coming
And
right up. It's called-
guess who's gonna play again?
Who?
I said guess. You're so stupid. Elizabeth is playing the game again. I hate when you do that.
No, I accidentally just realized something as we were talking about it. Remember how last episode I was like, hey, I'm not going to say your name for privacy reasons. Then in the thank you, I say your full
last name. I wanted to say as well too. I was like, it's like also in all the bios.
It's in all the bios. It's everywhere. And mid-episode,
Yeah,
I was
and
like,
then-
just in case.
And I was like,
You can cut that.
I was also like, her social security number is right there too. Like, I was like,
guys, if you want to send her a tip, like,
yeah,
give
just
us your
scroll
bank
through
deets.
it, like and subscribe, and you
Yeah.
might get her social security number.
Yeah, like even
Yeah.
like on the Patreon, we give anything out on the Patreon.
Yeah, you basically just have to go on the Patreon, and we will tell you everything.
Subscribe to one of the tiers. We'll give you her social security number, and you'll also get no ads, which is awesome as
Yeah.
well. Social security numbers and no ads. But if you're on Spotify, if you're on Apple, Amazon, wherever you're listening, thank you. Odyssey, excellent, amazing.
Bam.
And please like, subscribe, comment below, and share this with your mates. That'd be excellent day. Should we get into a game?
Let's get into our game.
Elizabeth, welcome to the Blondies.
Blondies, truth or dare?
Negative.
Oh wait,
It's
that's not
too
it.
Yeah, that's
It's-
too
Sorry, just a lie.
We dare you to come on the Blondies.
And I'm here.
What if we did play truth and dare?
Okay.
That could be fun.
Okay.
Yeah.
Truth or dare?
I mean, not right now.
I mean, what if I said dare? What would you do? Like, I can't really do anything as a dare.
I dare you. Yeah, I don't really have anything.
Exactly.
Finish your whole coffee right now. Shot it.
No, that's so boring.
3, 2.
No, but I don't want to.
So you want to do something dirty?
No, I want to do two truths and a lie. You could have been like, I dare you to play two truths and a lie.
Oh, hold on. Let me say that. I dare
No,
you to
you're
play
stupid.
2
I'm
truths
done.
and a lie.
I'm over you right now.
You got a whole hour with me, buddy.
Oh my god.
I hope you're ready. 2 truths and a lie. I have had a freckle removed from my eyeball. I have broken my collarbone while snowboarding. I have sliced open my side in a swimming pool. One of those is a lie.
Okay.
Let's talk through it. What are you thinking right now? What are your options?
Why are they all like medical?
Why? I went with a theme for this
Okay,
first
okay,
one. My second one is also themed,
Okay.
but not medically themed.
I feel like with the eye thing, because like Dax has his eye thing, I feel like you've kind
Oh.
of hijacked that. So that feels like maybe you made it up. Okay.
Okay.
Always trying to hijack my.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just want some eye love as well.
Watch me be like, I'm divorced too.
Yeah.
You gotta get married first. It's a prerequisite. David?
Better. Here's my finger size.
The pool one feels kind of like non-specific. So
Interesting.
that also kind of feels like maybe a lie.
Mm-hmm.
Because it wasn't like, oh, I slashed my side on like a piece of glass in the pool. It just was randomly in the pool.
Yeah, that's a good point.
The snowboarding one feels specific. And you seem like you would be a snowboarder maybe.
Interesting.
Even though there's probably not a lot of that in Australia. Or is there?
Believe
Is
it or
there
not.
snow in Australia?
Yeah, there's some great mountains. I've been snowboarding like 5 times in Australia. Threadbow, Perisher, Mammoth Falls, boom.
Okay, so that one feels like it might be true.
Okay, I've got no
Should
comment.
I say what I think, or should I wait for Dax's?
Why don't you say one of mine that you think is a truth first?
I think the snowboarding is a truth.
Okay, so now you've got to pick between freckle removed from the eye or sliced my side in the swimming pool.
Aggressive. I mean, I think the swimming pool one is a lie.
Okay, so you think the freckle from my eye is true?
Yeah, I do kind of now. Because the
That's
swimming
crazy.
pool one is so just vague.
You're right. It's so vague. Daxton, you know which one of these is actually true.
Yeah.
Do you want to reveal to Sweet Elizabeth which one is actually the
Because
true
we
one?
played the game already.
Oh, yeah.
Wait,
you
which
tried,
one is
yeah.
actually the lie? Do you remember?
Wait, say him again. Freckle.
Freckle removed from eye,
That's true.
broken collarbone while snowboarding, sliced side in the pool.
Oh yeah, I got this wrong.
Yeah.
So,
Which one is the lie?
What's the lie?
I think it's the pool. The slice in the
That's
pool.
the one I thought was a lie too.
Yeah.
But it's
That's true?
no, it's true. That's true. And
So
he has a scar. Wait till he's gonna show you.
I have a scar.
That's the whole reason you brought this
Yeah,
up.
that's literally.
Okay, there it is.
And the nipple.
There you go.
Great.
It's back.
He couldn't let you have your nipples out. You had to.
He had to
You
show
had
the
to come in.
nipple.
Oh shoot, sorry.
Yeah, he like felt like
I was climbing up, like there was a spa which waterfalled into the pool. I was climbing up the waterfall, went up, and
wow.
my hand slipped on the tile, and the tile went whoosh, and there was blood everywhere.
Yikes.
Everyone had to get out of the pool.
So the snowboarding was a lie, but you have been snowboarding.
Yes, the broken collarbone while snowboarding is in fact a lie.
Okay.
I've actually never had any injuries except for some ice burn snowboarding, which
And
is excellent.
and the eye thing on his.
And I have in fact had a
crazy.
freckle removed from my eyeball.
We talked about this here with his sister.
We did have one time.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't even remember.
Yeah, I mean it was really quick because he was like nor, and it was like it turned into like a whole thing.
Yeah, this one really quick was super crazy. I was awake the whole time. They put
Oh my
something in my eye to keep my eyelids from blinking.
I remember this now, kind of.
Yeah, some anesthetic, and then I watched them burn a hole in the white of my eye to burn the freckle out.
Yeah, and then they dyed him.
Yeah, and they made sure
And then
I was like,
they
make
turned
sure
them
you
blue.
put a little bit of blue
Yeah.
dye in there.
Yeah.
Got it.
Okay, Daxton, your turn. 2 truths and 1 lie.
Well, I'm doing 2 truths, 2 lies because they're just too. The lies are just too good.
okay.
Okay. That's harder. I feel
Yeah,
like.
Well, yeah.
It's really
Okay.
actually it's kind of improved your odds a little bit.
I have a tattoo on my right hip.
Okay.
I'm a Kansas state champion. I accidentally smeared cow manure on my face when I was a kid, thinking it was a mud mask. And I pooped my pants in middle school.
Oh,
2 of them are true.
jeez.
2 of them are lies.
I really believe you could be a state champion. So I think that's true.
It's a great choice,
Yeah.
but there's other options.
That's nice of you. Thank you.
What do you
I-
think about the manure one?
That feels, I don't know. That one feels a little too like Kansas story, you know, maybe?
Like I'm trying too hard.
Yeah.
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 Okay.
Because I'm from Nebraska, so I know.
Of
Yeah, I didn't
course,
even
you
think
guys
about
have
that.
you have country
Yeah.
roots that you guys
Yeah.
share. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like too specific,
Okay.
right? Yeah.
I mean, pooping your pants in middle school feels possible for anyone. I don't know.
How old's middle school again?
It's
Oh,
like
sorry. 6 to 8. Yeah, 13.
Like 12, 13,
Whoa,
Yeah.
that's older.
11. Yeah.
That's old.
Wait, what was the first one?
I'm a
Oh, the
Kansas state
tattoo.
champion. I have a tattoo on my right hip.
What do we think about the tat?
I don't see other tattoos. and I can see a lot of your body right now.
What if I want to show you more of my body? Miss Nip Slip
This is
over
another
here.
ploy for you to show parts of your body. Okay, I think for sure true the champion being a state champion.
Ding, 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 ding. That one
Yeah,
is
there's
correct.
one.
Yes, that is
Yeah.
true. Give it a little spiel about that.
I'm a state champion in speech and debate
I was gonna
multiple
guess
times.
that. I love that.
I'm the only one in my family that has a state champion, and I think it drives my dad and brother nuts.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Did you get like a jacket? Like
I have a letter jacket from sport. Like, so I'm in track. I was like a top state runner. Like, I should have been a state champion in track, and then I ran my finals. I ran a really bad run, which happens, but I was ranked really high in track and field. But in speech and debate, I think I have 2 state champions as a single, like as a like by myself, and then my team also was a state champion twice. So like
Cool.
I have like 4 state championship medals.
Wow.
As a
Cool.
and then I have and like a region, but I'm like a regional champion in both track and
Fun fact.
like a district champion or something.
I'm a district champion in speech and debate.
Nice.
I'm a regional champion in track and field. Yeah.
That's a big deal.
I mean, the speech and debate, I didn't realize it was a big deal. I just was having fun, and I just kept
Yeah.
we kept winning. Like one of them was a duo, and then I always placed, and then I quit my senior year because I was like
Not so cool anymore.
Yeah, I was like, I'm too cool.
Yeah.
Too cool for school.
So now you need to find the other truth.
Yeah.
Tattoo, manure, or
middle school.
pooping pants.
Oh. I want to say the tattoo, but I don't know. I don't know if you would start with a truth.
Yeah.
I think the placement of where they
Placement
were
is
said is also
interesting.
important.
Placement is interesting.
God, she's so good.
Well, I didn't get hits right, so
Oh yeah.
I'm not that good. I'm gonna say pooping your pants in middle school.
Ding 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 ding. You got both of mine.
Wow.
Yeah. You got me with the smear. This one was for him when we were doing it.
Yeah, he would just think like, oh,
That's
that happens to everyone.
Yeah.
He
So-
forgot his audience.
It doesn't.
Yeah.
Well, I just was using the same ones. I did in middle school. It feels like because we had this podcast already, and then it feels like I've already
do.
told
Yeah.
we've already done this.
But you did tell me this. I actually got this correct.
We were taking a test, and I had to go to the bathroom, and now everyone knows my mom's IBS story. It runs in the family.
Yeah.
And I don't know if it was anxiety from the test or whatever,
Yeah.
but I had to go to the bathroom, but the teacher was like, no bathroom breaks. Like, no. And I couldn't hold it. And
That's awful of that teacher. That's
No.
just
Yeah.
like why. It's why.
it's a prime example. And he wasn't a bad teacher. Maybe he was. I don't. Now I look back, I'm like, oh, some of the things were a little.
Yeah.
But I'm like, just. And luckily, none of the kids really knew. I mean, I'm sure there are people around me. It probably smelled. I don't know. But I try to block it all out.
Yeah.
But like when we could go to the bathroom, I like ran to the bathroom. And it was so embarrassed. I just didn't know what to do. I cried when I got home. I'm like, this is why you don't let why if a kid says I have to go to the bathroom, even if it's 7 times in the class,
Yeah.
just let them go. Like, just
Yeah.
like,
Who cares?
I'm sure teachers do that now, but like, I went to school back
Risky
in the day. Back in the day.
Wow. Well, I'm impressed that I got those right.
You did.
That's right. So you do not have a tattoo.
I don't.
And you did not wipe manure all over your face as a mud mask.
But I think tattoos are so sexy. Do you have a tattoo?
I have a few. Yeah. I just got some on my
Ooh.
fingers. I
Whoa.
have this one.
Yours are all little. Do you have
Yeah, I
anything
saw
like
that
really big?
No, I don't have anything big.
Oh,
I have
that-
little ones.
David is like fully covered here, fully covered on his leg.
Yeah.
And I'm just
I don't
like,
think I have the patience to sit that long.
no, that
for
he
it.
does. He deals with me. He definitely does.
Yeah.
But I'm like, I find him real sexy.
Cool.
Yeah. I
Okay.
just don't want one.
There you go, David. Special shout out. David constantly gets shout outs on
He
this
doesn't
podcast.
listen to the podcast though.
Yeah.
So.
Well,
Yeah.
you have to start like a compilation.
Yes.
David, yeah.
Put 'em all
David.
together. Well, thanks
Well,
for
thank
having
you.
me.
All right.
Yeah.
Thank you,
All right.
Elizabeth. Everyone give Elizabeth
A round of
applause.
And we'll be back. When I tell you from the bottom of my heart, I love having Elizabeth in the room. She
It just makes me feel like we've got this.
makes me feel more professional.
Yeah. We need a non-blonde around us. At
No, you
times.
always need a redhead. Redheads get shit done.
Do they?
Yeah, I mean, I was born a redhead, so let's
What?
back to me. Mm-hmm.
Did you know this?
I should have put that in the Two Truths and a Lie game.
Did you know this?
That's quite a reveal.
I thought you all knew that.
No, I had no idea.
I was born a redhead. Probably almost as red as your hair. Oh. And it lightened up. I'll try to find a picture after all this.
Yeah.
I won't. Yeah, it was like, I think I put it in my favorites because my aunt sent us a bunch. But yeah, I was born a redhead and came out screaming.
Okay.
That's normal.
Sorry, Becky. Jeez.
Yeah, we should have just. But yeah, I am. But then it just went lighter and lighter, and then I was a strawberry blonde, and then you can kind of see in different light. Like my beard is very red, and you can see in like different lighting.
Mm-hmm.
So
it's a little bit fiery.
Like that's her red right there.
Bit orange? Yeah, it is actually.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Wow.
It was just like I was more I would put them in the more of the auburn category. Yeah. But that like
it's red, yeah.
Yeah.
There you go.
I think it just lightened up. Yeah, I was a redhead. Two truths and a lie. I was a redhead.
Well,
but can I count myself as a redhead now? Like that's really the question.
Absolutely not. You are so blonde in nature.
Should we be
it is like you were intended to be a blonde.
Should it be Blondie and a redhead out loud?
No. It doesn't have a ring to it.
Redheadies.
Reddies?
Rondies. Let's get Rondi. Ew.
Bled.
Bloodies.
Yikes. Bled heads.
Is that what the fans for Elizabeth are going to be? The bled heads?
Yes, the bled heads.
You know you're going to get a fan. You know you're going to get a fan group. Our we might be small, but we're growing, Elizabeth, and we've got fans that they're diehards.
We can call them Bloody Bears because we got Drop Bears, Bloomy Bears,
Bloody Bears. It's Elizabeth's name.
It's kind of disgusting, like that word, like
Bled.
moist. It
Bloody.
kind of just like
Bloody.
Ugh, gives me the heebie-jeebies. Daxton, you did put on this list that you want to talk about what makes a good lie because we did play Two Truths and a Lie.
Oh,
and
yeah.
We were talking about this kind of at the beginning about how like positivity can feel like a lie.
Yeah.
At times. So what do you think goes into making a really good lie?
I don't know.
I look, just take a stab.
I think a good lie is somebody that's confident.
Yes, confidence is key. Do you think eye contact?
But I can catch a liar like.
Really?
Yeah. I can tell you that why off camera. It's not something I'm ready to talk about on the podcast.
I think there's probably got to be a modicum of truth that like in the lie for it to be really sellable.
I'm sure if somebody is a what do they call them when you're
actors?
No.
Oh.
When you're a liar that you're pathological. I'm sure if you're a pathological liar, there's some sense of truth in yourself, you have convinced yourself of the lie.
Yeah.
And I think being a good liar, you have to find some sense of truth in the lie, which can be a really powerful thing if used in a correct way, right?
Please
acting.
Go into that.
So like being an actor, there's a sense of disbelief or just there is a sense of lying in a way, but that for yourself as the actor, but the character completely believes that what they're saying and doing is.
And to add that in, like the more of you can add into your character, obviously the easier it is to get into.
Yeah, so there's a sense of, but that's acting, right? You can be like, I'm an actor, but
I'm a professional liar.
Kind of in a way.
I mean, you're a professional player, and when you're playing different characters, when you're a kid and you're playing, you can be anyone. But it's still really truthful, especially when you're a child.
But like with this Two Truths and a Lie, we didn't. I guess. I mean, in a sense, Elizabeth's like, oh, but you wouldn't have put two truths together. So then, as like you're trying to figure out, like sometimes people just can. Apparently, I'm a terrible liar because you knew everything. I did,
and I'm an excellent liar.
Yeah.
Whoa. Hell yeah.
Oh shit.
You know what tripped up Elizabeth with my Two Truths and a Lie is she kept harping on about the specificity of the broken collarbone and the snowboard, and there wasn't any specificity in the other two.
Well, I was specific with the mud mask in Kansas.
Yeah, the only fault you had there was she's
from Nebraska.
Historically from Nebraska as well, so there's an insight.
Historically from Nebraska.
Her history is Nebraska.
But I think like with social media, it's easy to lie to people on social media, and I think it's easy to give a sense of like, oh, I'm better, I'm fine, everything's great, and that's something I try to stay, like especially with this podcast, I try to stay as honest as possible with you. I mean, we have our fun, but
we're allowed to have fun.
But I try to be real.
Yeah.
But I don't. I can catch lying pretty quickly.
To what extent is lying okay? If it's to avoid conflict, I think I lie.
I don't think if it's to avoid conflict, I don't think it's okay.
Yeah, this is what I think I do as a default. If someone's pissed me off, I won't outright call them out.
But that's not lying.
True, but I could be like, hey, I didn't like the way you did or said this thing, and
that's still not lying.
It's not lying, but
lying would be like everything's fine.
True. I mean, I'm sure there's times I've done that too.
No. Yeah,
and
a lot of people. We all get like,
ignored.
No, everything's fine. I'm not like that. If I'm mad, you will know, and like I will let you know I'm upset. And if I don't let you know, you'll see it.
Yeah.
But I don't like that. I mean, sometimes I wish I could lie and be like, yeah, everything's fine, and then walk away. But I like, nope, it's not fine. We'll talk about it, or I'll have to over talk about it.
I do struggle with conflict. And as I, become wiser, I know that it's actually way more detrimental to not have the conflict.
So you would rather just lie and say you're fine and not have conflict, or are you just going to avoid? Because there's avoidance, but that's not lying. Like avoiding is different than lying.
There's a few situations, especially with friendships, that that they've done something so... I've got one specific example in mind where something so nasty has happened that instead of going, hey, you can't treat me like that, I just cut them off. And they go, oh, Hayden doesn't talk to me anymore, like he's changed, or like, but it's just, in fact, it's like, I can't forgive you for what you've done and your apology is insufficient.
But Hayden, that's not lying.
True. But like I could go to them and say, hey, I'm cutting you out for this reason.
Yeah,
which
that's
I have done
still
in the
not
past,
lying. We're trying to...
Speaking of
this
Daxton,
is really good to know.
I'm cutting you out of the podcast.
This is really good to know that there's a lot of people like that cut out. I'm not one of them, but I know that's sometimes that's called coping and how to process things, right? So I'm like, what if somebody's like, do you like my haircut? Would you be like, yeah, I like your haircut? My response was like, do you like it, and how does it make you feel?
I would say probably more times than not, just to avoid them feeling bad. If I really thought it was bad and I didn't know them very well, I would say, yeah, it looks great. What are you talking about? To make them feel better. I'm that kind of guy, and I know that isn't great.
But it might be. Maybe that is that's like a white lie where you're just saying like, oh, you look great in that shirt.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I just want people to feel good, and sometimes that's not a good thing. Like you can be more loving by giving them the truth.
But sometimes it isn't. Like sometimes I'm not saying I white lie a lot. Like I think that's just ingrained in the Midwestern of us.
But then what I worry about is
hurting feelings when it doesn't really matter. Like I like being like only reason like if I like your hair. And you say, hey, do you like my hair? And I just want to like not get into why I don't like your hair. I'll be like, yeah, it looks cute. Or I love the color. Or like.
But the one thing I worry about is if you do that too much, then your opinion actually doesn't hold any weight, because you won't say actually how you feel at any point. So I have probably gotten to the point in my life where I wonder if my opinion actually has any weight, because I'm so focused on making sure people feel good about themselves. And if someone's feeling bad about something, I'll try and boost them up.
But here's another beautiful thing is then sometimes your opinion does matter because you're boosting that person up. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Like if you are that person to them, that's okay. Like I think a white lie is not going to hurt anybody. Like as long as it's not going to like hurt somebody, or it's not like a close friend that's like, I think that's different than like.
I think the closer I get to someone, the more truthful I can be without worrying about hurting the friendship.
But also,
especially with you, like Like, we tell each other.
Yeah, you're ugly.
Shit. Especially that we're ugly. We always remind each other we're both ugly.
Yeah, you're ugly.
Thanks.
Put more makeup on.
Thank you. I don't have any makeup on today.
I know. I'm proud of you.
bitch.
You're letting us see your true side. But yeah,
This is a great topic because I think it gets into like a more philosophical aspect about how you present yourself to the world.
Yeah.
And is honesty always the best policy if it hurts people? Maybe there's an excuse.
We're all humans just trying to survive.
Yeah.
And like, I don't know. I mean, I'm always going to say being honest and saying your true thoughts are more important than what you're going to make somebody else feel, because at the end of the day, if they ask you, I'm not saying like unsolicited honest advice is never welcome, and like if you don't like something about me, I don't you can tell me, but like it's not that's not worth it.
One of my biggest pet peeves is unsolicited advice.
Yeah, that's
I freaking hate it.
Unless I'm like, hey, can you tell me, what do you like about this, or what do you not like about this? Like, unless you're my really close friend, like, and you're like, hey, this shirt,
not your vibe.
Yeah. No, you
don't like pink on me?
I love your shirt.
Real men wear pink.
But like, also, it doesn't matter if I don't like the shirt on you. Like, it does.
This is the other side of the argument. How fragile is your ego?
A lot of egos are fragile. Though.
Yeah.
But I think what I've learned as being in entertainment, our egos are high, and we have big, like, anybody in entertainment has big egos, but like we have this sense of like, you can tell us something about ourselves, like, oh, I don't like your blah, 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 and we'll just like, okay, whatever. We live in the world of not liking anything about ourselves.
We live in a world, it's such a dichotomy, this acting thing, because you live in a world of 99.9% rejection.
Yeah.
I have done probably close to 1,000 auditions in my life, and the number of jobs you get, you can count on two hands. It's like, it is a world of no, you're not good enough. But then you have to be so receptive and listening to other people and of your own internal dialogue and emotion that you can't just switch off and be cold. So there's one side of the business part of acting which you're required to be cold against, otherwise you'd never survive. And then you actually get into the art of acting, and if you're not receptive and listening to your own emotions and what other people are saying about you, then you're not gonna act. You can't act. It's a real problem. Why are all actors effed up? The industry.
And here we are.
Dear God.
That being said, when we get into reviewing season 2, I ain't gonna lie.
I'll probably lie a bit.
But we need that. We need you to make everyone feel good. I'm going to tell the truth.
Like I said before, my disposition is just to look positively on most things.
And it'll just to be, it's my opinion. So what does my opinion matter? They didn't want me back. What does my opinion matter?
They didn't invite me anywhere either. And I came second.
Yeah, well, you runner up. Why do we want to see the runner up?
Why would you ever want to see the runner up again? I agree.
So
I wouldn't want to look at me.
Just putting that out there. Those are going to be separate little 20-30 minute podcasts about each episode.
Damn right.
I'm just starting to trickle those in a little bit.
Oh yeah, Hallmark fans, we're coming at you, baby.
All right, should we take one more break and then get after the rest of this podcast?
I would love that. Quick break.
Yeah.
See you guys after this. Love you. Bye.
Damn. Daxton and Hayden. Daxton and Hayden.
People want to hear you sing more.
I know. I wanted you to sing. Daxton and Hayden. Daxton and Hayden. Did you know you were
harmonizing
on? Yeah.
No.
Is that a lie or a truth?
I'm actually a professional Broadway singer.
Because you were harmonizing, but did you know you were harmonizing?
No. Here's the thing. People have said, this is a conversation I've had with other singers. They go, "Do you know you're harmonizing?" No idea. I'm just trying to sing the same notes as you, but I don't sing the same notes as you.
You were harmonizing. That's weird.
Yeah, but I do that unintentionally.
And that's not a lie.
That's a fact.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Well, we just sing together all the time. We just harmonize. We go together.
Like a blonde and a redhead. Speaking
like
of...
a Blondie.
Wait, before we bring back our bled head. which is Elizabeth, by the way.
I can't wait to see how you segue into this, back into our bloodhead.
Maybe
back into the end.
Don't.
No,
Fun fact.
Fun fact. Oh,
Everyone shut up.
No, I got it. 2 truths and a lie. 1 truth, 1 lie.
1 truth, 1 lie.
In Australia, you gonna guess this. In Australia, you have to vote or you get fined.
Whoa.
In America, you have to vote and get fined.
So in one of these countries, if you do not vote, you get fined.
Yeah.
I think I know it.
Which one?
It's Australia. Oh my God. You know how I know that? Because I've been fined for not voting before.
How much is it if you get fined?
I think it was like $100 or something.
That's crazy.
But enough people don't vote. It's like a significant amount of money. The reason
true.
The reason I didn't vote that one time was because I had no idea an election was happening. I got nothing in the mail.
You have to vote for everything?
Yeah, you have to vote for like
anything. And you get fined. If you don't vote, you get fined?
As long as it's in your district.
Okay.
Which is like federally or on the state
level. That's wild.
Yeah. So I missed...
We don't talk politics here, but I find that fascinating.
This isn't really politics. It's just like...
Voting.
Like, so they sent me
politics.
They sent me a voting form. You have to be very specific about how you fill it out, obviously. And then you send it back. And if you don't do that, you get fined. So I did mine.
What a way to make money.
I know, but think about it. Our population is
smaller, but
is like the size of Texas.
I'm sure it's I'm sure there's like it's difficult, whatever. That's crazy.
It is crazy. And when I got fined, I fought it. I was like, you guys didn't send me anything. You didn't call me. You didn't send me an email. You didn't send me anything in the mail. Like, this can't be real. They were like, yeah, you should have known. And I'm like, yeah, I'm an adult.
I mean, at least it makes you aware of what's going on and what you're voting for. Because I feel like a lot of Americans don't even like look at what they're.
Yeah, I think it would be great if more people voted.
I mean, voting is important. It's not. It's whatever. It's not. You're right. It's not politics. It is important to go out and vote because it's the only way to get our voice heard.
Go and have your say.
It is a privilege.
Yeah.
To do that. So.
Man, imagine if you're. Yeah, we're not getting into politics.
We don't get into politics. We want to sometimes, but we're not
because.
We're allergic. Okay, let's bring over our bloody blonde.
Now, we've been teasing this from Bloody Blonde. Oh my God.
Our bloody blonde. Oh my God.
Did you like that introduction?
You are our bloody blonde.
I don't like it. I don't like it.
That
She's
introduction
back.
was heinous.
She's back with her 2 truths and a lie.
So she's been thinking about it like the whole episode. She hasn't done any work on a computer because all she's been thinking about is 2 truths and a lie.
Yeah.
Welcome back to the Blondies pod.
Sorry. Okay. It was recording. You guys just couldn't hear it. So here's my 3. Okay. 2 truths and a lie.
Okay.
I met my husband when we were 18 years old.
Okay.
Wow.
I've been nominated for 3 Emmy Awards.
I can believe that.
I studied abroad in Portugal my junior year of college.
Oh, shit.
Damn, these are all really good.
I think she's won an Emmy.
Remember,
first of all, that's a big drop. I'm going to pick those Emmys up.
Emmy nominations.
If you haven't won an Emmy, you deserve to win an Emmy.
Thank you. I said nominated.
She's nominated.
If you have
3 nominations.
If you haven't been nominated, if that is the lie, because it's
you know, it'd be funny if it was like, truthfully, it was like 4.
Yeah.
That would be
Some
funny.
Some people do that.
Yeah.
I don't like that.
I don't think she's going to do that.
I don't like
Have I won 2 Emmys? Have I been nominated for 2 Emmys?
And
3 Emmys or 4 Emmys?
It was 7.
I don't like when that's the lie.
E, none of the above.
Okay.
Okay, so I think the nominations are true. I'm skeptical on the 18 and the Portugal.
Yeah, because here the thing in the Midwest, you meet your partner early. I don't think she went to Portugal.
So you said you went and studied abroad in Portugal.
Mm-hmm.
That's a good lie, though.
Let's find
That's
this out.
a great lie.
What is the capital of Portugal?
Lisbon.
Damn it. What do they speak in Portugal?
Portuguese.
Wow, she's so good. What country is bordering Portugal?
I just studied in Portugal. I didn't really travel.
It's a lie.
But she might not have met her husband when she was 18. Like that, I don't know, because she's
Where's
out
your
in LA.
husband from?
Nebraska. I knew this.
Damn it.
I didn't quiz you guys. You guys are really quizzing me. Yeah. This is not fair.
Well, welcome to Blondies. We're really good at being we're really good at interviews now. We're getting better.
Yeah.
I think you
go the husband one.
Well, because,
I'll go the Portugal one.
Okay. So
So we're covering a lot of bases.
Okay, yeah. What are your two truths?
3, 2,
1.
1.
Tell us.
Portugal is the lie.
Yeah! I'm right. That was the
you
right
both
one.
really thought Portugal was the lie.
Yeah.
That's what I said.
You thought the husband was the lie.
No. I thought the husband was true. I thought Portugal
Okay,
was the
well-
lie.
Oh, so we were both of us.
Both of you thought Portugal. Okay, you both win.
Portugal was the lie.
Yes.
And
now-
you've been nominated for 3 Emmys.
Yeah. And my husband and I met in college when we were 18.
Wow, that's so
Freshman year.
cool.
Yeah.
Well,
I love
congratulations.
Thank you.
Okay.
Wow. Congratulations on everything we just learned about you. That's sick.
That's amazing.
Yeah, I
What-
haven't been to Portugal.
What were your nominations in?
It's for the TV show Billy on the Street.
Oh, yeah. That's hilarious.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you still knew Lisbon. That's very good.
Did you produce it? Or, I mean,
Yeah.
yeah. How fun.
Yeah, when I was at Funny or Die.
Okay.
Billy on the
show.
Street's hilarious.
It's a good one.
Yeah. Yeah, Billy Eichner.
I-
Billy Eichner from Billy on the Street.
Yeah.
Oh, thanks for
Name a
sharing.
woman. Name a woman.
The classic made its rounds on TikTok.
Well, thank you for that.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Yes, thanks for being on for
Good
2 weeks in a
guessing.
row.
I love learning about you, Elizabeth.
Me too. The more we're here, the more we learn.
Infinitely interesting.
You're-
Our sweet Elizabeth at Ninth Planet Audio.
Well, this has been awesome. 2 weeks
Yeah.
in a row, I get you.
You know how
In
I
real
know
life.
we're blonde in color and blonde in nature?
Why?
We both guessed the correct answer thinking we were doing different things.
I was like, that was mine.
It's also, we were on the same page. We were just arguing
This
about
is why
being
this
on the same
works.
page.
This is us in a nutshell. We're literally fighting about doing the exact same thing.
God. Oh, I hope you guys enjoyed this episode of Blondies Out Loud because I sure as heck did.
I did too, and that's the truth.
Damn right. No lies up in this Blondie episode. So do us a solid. Go and like, subscribe, send it to your mates. Join us on Patreon if you don't want no ads. And get a bunch of cool extras.
Yeah, and have a great day.
Have a bloody great day.
Yeah.
We love you guys. And I guess we'll see you next week.
On Blondies.
Out loud.
Today's episode's been brought to you by this amazing team.
Oh, what a team. It's Elizabeth Baquet at Ninth Planet Audio, Sean Stender from Cut+Run, our graphic designer, David, and of course, Tiffany, Amburr, and our producers, TJ Kahn, Holly Stachnik, and Chris Jordan. You guys are the best. Thank you so much.
Bam.